In the heart of southern Africa, a breathtaking natural wonder unfurls, a living tapestry of water, earth and sky, untouched by the hand of humankind. Here the Okavango Delta emerges as a shimmering jewel, its intricate network of channels and islands glistening beneath the sun, surrounded by the vast golden expanse of the Kalahari Desert. This is a place where a river, born far away, never finds the sea. Instead, its journey ends in a spectacular display of nature's artistry as water vanishes into the thirsty sands, creating a world of paradox and abundance. The Okavango Delta is a vast inland wetland, a labyrinth of waterways, lagoons, and emerald islands that seem to float atop the desert. Each year the delta's life-giving waters spill across the arid landscape, transforming the Kalahari's dust into a vibrant oasis. This lush sanctuary is a marvel of contrasts, a green, thriving world set within one of the planet's driest regions. The delta's existence is a testament to the power of water, its presence defying the harshness of the surrounding desert. Unlike most wetlands, the Okavango is not fed by local rains. Its waters begin their journey in the distant rain-soaked highlands of Angola, where seasonal storms swell the Okavango River. The river gathers strength, winding its way southeast across Namibia's Caprivi Strip, before finally spilling into Botswana's ancient tectonic basin. Here the river's flow is halted by a massive depression in the Earth's crust, part of the Great Rift Valley system. Trapped, the water spreads out, forming a fan-shaped delta of astonishing complexity, an ever-changing mosaic of channels, lagoons, and islands. Over countless millennia, this process has sculpted Africa's largest freshwater wetland. The delta's intricate web of habitats supports a dazzling array of life, each species woven into the fabric of the ecosystem, each moment shaped by the river's pulse. During the peak of the annual flood, the Okavango swells to cover more than 15,000 square kilometers. From the air, the delta appears as a living, breathing organism, its veins and arteries pulsing with water, its heart beating in time with the seasons. The landscape is a patchwork of habitats, permanent swamps thick with papyrus reeds, their emerald stalks rising above the water, seasonal floodplains dotted with graceful palm trees, their fronds swaying in the breeze, and vast grasslands that emerge as the waters recede, stretching to the horizon in a sea of green. This constant transformation is the delta's defining feature. With each flood, new life is born. As the waters withdraw, grasslands flourish, and the cycle of renewal begins again. The Okavango is a place where adaptation is essential, and every creature has evolved to survive the shifting tides. The delta teems with wildlife. Enormous herds of elephants wade through the shallows, their trunks raised to the sky. Prides of lions stalk the reed beds, their golden coats blending with the sunlit grasses. Hippos wallow in the lagoons, while crocodiles glide silently beneath the surface. Above, the air is alive with the calls of countless birds. Herons, kingfishers, and fish-eagles soar over the water, while flocks of storks and ibises gather in the shallows. Reptiles bask on sun-warmed banks, and fish dart through the clear channels, their scales flashing in the light. Every dawn, the delta awakens to a symphony of life. Herds of antelope graze on the floodplains, while leopards prowl the forested islands. Frogs chorus in the reeds, and dragonflies dance above the lilies. Each day, the drama of survival unfolds, shaped by the ebb and flow of water. The Okavango's influence extends far beyond its boundaries. Its waters sustain the surrounding wilderness, nourishing forests, grasslands, and distant salt pans. The delta is the beating heart of the region, a lifeline for all who dwell within its reach. Here, water is the great sculptor, carving channels through the desert, shaping the land and sustaining life against all odds. The delta's pristine wilderness is a testament to nature's resilience and ingenuity, a place where the balance between water, land, and life is played out in exquisite detail. In this living laboratory, the intricate workings of the planet are revealed. Every drop of water, every blade of grass, every animal is part of a delicate, interconnected web. The Okavango Delta stands as a powerful reminder of the beauty and complexity of the natural world, and the profound importance of preserving these last wild sanctuaries. The Okavango Delta beats with a slow, powerful rhythm, a pulse dictated by the arrival of water from a distant land. This annual flood is not a destructive event, but a gentle, life-giving surge that begins with summer rains in the Angolan highlands, over 1,000 kilometers away. These waters embark on a long and patient journey, taking several months to travel down the Okavango River. They finally begin to arrive in the delta between March and June, precisely when Botswana's own dry season is setting in. This incredible timing transforms the landscape from a parched, dusty plain into a verdant, shimmering wetland. As the floodwaters creep across the flat terrain, they breathe new life into the ecosystem. Dry riverbeds fill, and a labyrinth of channels and lagoons snakes across the land, connecting isolated pools and creating a vast, interconnected waterway. The water, filtered by sand and vegetation, is astonishingly clear. It saturates the soil, triggering an explosion of growth. Papyrus reeds, water lilies, and lush grasses spring up, painting the landscape in vibrant shades of green. This annual rebirth provides a feast for herbivores and creates countless new habitats for fish, amphibians, and insects, setting the stage for a dramatic congregation of wildlife. The transformation is nothing short of magical. Islands that were once surrounded by dry savanna become isolated sanctuaries, accessible only to those who can swim or fly. The flood reshapes the very geography of the delta, creating new pathways for some animals while blocking old routes for others. This dynamic process forces wildlife to adapt, to move with the water, and to seize the opportunities that this seasonal abundance provides. The sound of the delta changes too. The silence of the dry season is replaced by the chorus of reed frogs, the splash of leaping fish, and the calls of water birds flocking to the feast. This pulse of water is the very heart of the Okavango. It dictates the breeding cycles, migration patterns, and survival strategies of every living thing within its reach. The flood is a slow-motion spectacle, a testament to the interconnectedness of distant ecosystems. The rain that falls in Angola becomes the lifeblood of the Kalahari, a powerful reminder that in nature everything is linked. The delta's existence depends entirely on this annual gift of water, a reliable yet fragile cycle that has sustained this extraordinary oasis for countless generations, turning sand into a life-sustaining paradise. Each droplet of water is a promise of life, a testament to the resilience and beauty of nature's cycles. As the sun sets over the delta, the golden light reflects off the water, casting a serene glow over this ever-changing landscape. Insects buzz over the water, and birds dive gracefully, each movement a part of the intricate dance of life that the floodwaters bring. The delta teems with life, a vibrant tapestry woven from the threads of water, earth, and sky, each element playing its part in this grand ecological symphony. Within the intricate tapestry of the Okavango Delta, a select group of animals stand out as the true architects of this watery paradise. Their daily lives and ancient instincts have, over countless generations, shaped the very landscape, carving channels, nurturing life, and maintaining the delicate balance that allows this oasis to flourish even on the edge of the Kalahari Desert. Among these, few leave a mark as profound as the hippopotamus. These massive semi-aquatic mammals are not only among the largest inhabitants of the delta, but also among its most influential, weighing over 3 tons. Hippos are the true engineers of the Okavango's aquatic world. Their sheer size and strength allow them to move effortlessly through the water, forging new paths and maintaining old ones. During the heat of the day, hippos spend hours submerged in the cool embrace of the delta's channels and lagoons. This behavior shields their sensitive skin from the relentless African sun, while also keeping them safe from biting insects and predators. As they travel along the riverbeds, their immense bodies carve deep, winding channels through the mud and silt. These hippo-made pathways are not random, they follow the routes that offer the easiest passage, and over time, these become the main arteries of the delta's waterways. The trails left behind by generations of hippos are vital corridors, ensuring the continuous flow of water and nutrients throughout the delta. In the dry season, when water recedes and many pools shrink, these deep channels become crucial refuges for fish and other aquatic creatures, providing shelter and access to oxygen-rich water. The influence of hippos extends far beyond their role as natural dredgers. Their constant movement stirs up sediment, releasing nutrients trapped in the riverbed and keeping the water rich and fertile. As dusk falls, hippos leave the safety of the water and venture onto the floodplains. Under the cover of darkness, they graze on vast quantities of grass, sometimes traveling several kilometers in a single night to find the most nutritious patches. When they return to the water, hippos deposit their dung directly into the channels. This organic matter acts as a powerful fertilizer, fueling the growth of algae and phytoplankton, the foundation of the aquatic food web. The nutrients released by hippo dung support a thriving population of fish, which in turn feed countless birds, reptiles, and other animals. In this way, hippos are a keystone species, transferring energy from the land to the water and sustaining the entire ecosystem. The presence of hippos is felt everywhere in the delta. Their trails, their grazing, and their waste all contribute to the health and diversity of this remarkable wetland, making them indispensable to its survival. Alongside the hippos, another giant shapes the destiny of the Okavango, the African bush elephant. These gentle titans are the largest land animals on Earth, and the delta is home to the world's greatest concentration of them. Herds of elephants roam the delta, their movements carving trails through the landscape. Their sheer numbers and size leave a lasting imprint, opening up new pathways and maintaining the flow of water across the floodplains. During the wet season, elephants wade through the flooded grasslands, their weight pressing down the vegetation and helping to keep channels open for water to flow freely. Elephants are also master gardeners of the delta. As they feed on fruits and foliage, they swallow seeds, which pass unharmed through their digestive systems. Later, these seeds are deposited far from their parent plants, often in nutrient-rich dung, giving rise to new life and maintaining the diversity of the delta's plant communities. Their feeding habits are transformative. By breaking branches and uprooting trees, elephants create sunlit clearings in the woodlands. These open spaces allow grasses and smaller plants to flourish, providing food and shelter for a host of other animals. As the dry season advances and water becomes scarce, the elephant's role becomes even more vital. Their knowledge of the land and its hidden resources is unmatched. Using their powerful tusks, feet, and trunks, elephants dig deep into dry riverbeds to reach underground water. These wells provide precious drinking water, not only for the elephants themselves, but for countless other animals. The waterholes created by elephants become lifelines for the delta's inhabitants. Birds, antelope, and even predators like lions and leopards gather at these oases, drawn by the promise of survival in the harshest months. Through their daily actions, hippos and elephants are not merely residents of the Okavango Delta, they are its creators, its caretakers, and its lifeblood. Their behaviors, instincts, and interactions have shaped this extraordinary wetland, ensuring that life continues to thrive in one of Africa's most remarkable landscapes. As the Okavango's floodwaters surge across the plains, a dramatic transformation unfolds. What was once a patchwork of dry grass and dust becomes a shimmering mosaic of water and life. This is the moment the wet season's true specialists have been waiting for, a time when their extraordinary adaptations shine. and the delta becomes a stage for remarkable survival stories. Among the first to take center stage is the red lechwe, an antelope whose very existence is intertwined with the rhythm of the floods. These graceful animals are perfectly at home in the shallow, inundated grasslands where their presence signals the arrival of abundance. With every leap, the red lechwe demonstrates its mastery of this watery world. Their powerful hind legs propel them effortlessly through the flooded plains, while their splayed, elongated hooves act like natural paddles, preventing them from sinking into the soft, muddy ground. This agility is not just for show, it is a vital defense, allowing them to outpace lurking predators that hesitate at the water's edge. Red lechwe gather in impressive herds, their reddish-brown coats glowing against the lush green of the reeds. The sight of dozens, sometimes hundreds, moving as one is a testament to the safety found in numbers and to the abundance the floods bring. As they graze on aquatic grasses, the lechwe play a crucial role in shaping the landscape. Their constant feeding trims the vegetation, keeping the floodplain open and healthy, and allowing new shoots to flourish. In this way, they are not just inhabitants, but caretakers of their watery home. Deeper within the tangled swamps where the reeds grow thick and the water runs dark, another specialist moves with quiet confidence. The Sitatunga, rarely seen and even more rarely heard, is a master of concealment and adaptation. The Sitatunga's long, splayed hooves spread its weight, allowing it to walk atop the softest marsh without sinking. Its shaggy, water-repellent coat keeps it warm and dry, even as it slips silently through the reeds. Every step is calculated, every movement designed for survival in a world where land and water blend together. When danger approaches, the Sitatunga's response is as unique as its habitat. It will slide into the water, submerging almost completely, with only its nostrils breaking the surface like tiny periscopes. Hidden beneath the floating vegetation, it waits patiently, invisible to all but the most persistent eyes. This remarkable ability to vanish into the swamp is its greatest defense against formidable predators, leopards and lions that prowl the water's edge, wary of venturing into the dense, waterlogged papyrus beds. Here the Sitatunga is king, its adaptations turning the swamp into a sanctuary. Above the water, the drama continues. The floodwaters teem with fish, drawing a spectacular array of avian hunters. The air rings with the calls of birds, each one a specialist in its own right, each one shaped by the challenges and opportunities of the wet season. The African fish eagle, regal and watchful, surveys its domain from the highest branches. Its piercing cry echoes across the delta, a sound as iconic as the landscape itself. With eyes sharper than any other, it scans the water for the faintest ripple of movement. In a flash, the eagle launches from its perch, wings slicing the air. With unerring accuracy, it snatches a fish from the surface, its talons closing around the slippery prize. This moment of precision is the result of generations of adaptation, a perfect match between predator and prey. Fish eagles are fiercely territorial, their bonds lasting a lifetime. Together they defend their patch of water, raising their young in nests high above the flood. Their presence is a sign of a thriving ecosystem, a world where water brings life in abundance. On the floating carpets of lilies and reeds, another marvel of adaptation steps lightly, the African jacana, sometimes called the Jesus bird for its ability to walk atop the water. The jacana's impossibly long toes and claws spread its weight so evenly that it can move across the thinnest leaves without sinking. This delicate balance allows it to explore a world inaccessible to heavier creatures, searching for insects and seeds among the floating plants. With each careful step, the jacana uncovers a feast hidden from others, tiny insects, seeds, and aquatic life that thrive in the wet season's bounty. Its unique adaptation opens a niche all its own, a testament to the ingenuity of life in the delta. Across the Okavango, every creature has found its own way to survive and flourish. From the lechwe's bounding leaps to the Sitatunga's silent retreats, From the eagle's aerial hunt to the jacana's delicate dance, the wet season's specialists reveal the endless creativity of nature. Here the challenges of water and flood are not obstacles but opportunities, each adaptation a story of resilience, each interaction a thread in the rich tapestry of life that the Okavango Delta weaves anew with every flood. As the sun's intensity grows and the Angolan rains cease, the life-giving pulse of the Okavango begins to weaken. From September to October, the floodwaters start their slow retreat, and the delta undergoes another dramatic transformation. The vast floodplains begin to dry out, leaving behind rich layers of silt that bake under the relentless sun. The lush greenery gives way to shades of gold and brown, and the sprawling network of channels shrinks, trapping fish in ever-decreasing pools. This period of scarcity presents a profound challenge for the delta's inhabitants, a test of endurance that only the most resilient will survive. For many animals, this is a time of great concentration and conflict. The shrinking water sources become magnets for wildlife, drawing creatures from miles around to the few remaining permanent channels and waterholes. Herds of buffalo, zebra, and wildebeest congregate near the water's edge, their presence attracting the delta's formidable predators. Lions, leopards, and spotted hyenas patrol the peripheries of these pools, taking advantage of the high density of prey. The tension is palpable. Every drink of water is a calculated risk, and the drama of life and death plays out daily on this shrinking stage. This is also the time when the delta's most intelligent hunters come into their own. African wild dogs, with their beautifully patterned coats and highly coordinated hunting strategies, thrive during this season. They use the dry, open terrain to their advantage, chasing down their prey over long distances with incredible stamina. With a hunting success rate of over 80%, they are among the most efficient predators in Africa. The pack works as a single, cohesive unit, sharing the kill and ensuring that pups and injured members are fed first, a remarkable display of social cooperation in the face of hardship. The drying landscape also reveals the intricate network of termite mounds that dot the islands of the delta. These remarkable structures, built by millions of tiny insects, become crucial features of the ecosystem. Many animals, such as mongooses and warthogs, use them as burrows for shelter from the heat and predators. During the dry season, these mounds stand as fortresses of life, offering refuge and stability in a world defined by change. The retreat of the water signals not an end, but a different phase in the delta's cycle, a time of trial that sets the stage for the inevitable return of the flood. As the dry season intensifies, life in the Okavango becomes a relentless quest for water, a challenge met with ingenious adaptations and remarkable resilience. The serval, a slender, long-legged cat, is a master of hunting in the tall, dry grasses, where every movement is calculated and every step is silent. Its most remarkable feature is its enormous ears, which can rotate independently to pinpoint the faintest rustle of a rodent or bird hidden from sight. A vital adaptation in the sparse landscape. With its exceptional hearing, it can locate prey and then perform a spectacular vertical leap, pouncing down with deadly accuracy, a testament to its agility and precision. This specialized hunting technique allows it to thrive when smaller prey becomes concentrated in the shrinking patches of vegetation near water, turning scarcity into opportunity. Another formidable survivor of the dry season is the spotted hyena, a creature of remarkable endurance and adaptability. Often misunderstood as mere scavengers, they are in fact highly intelligent and successful hunters, living in complex, matriarchal clans that coordinate their efforts with precision. Their powerful jaws, capable of exerting over 1,000 pounds of pressure per square inch, can crush bone to access the nutritious marrow inside, ensuring that no part of a carcass goes to waste, a crucial skill in lean times. This ability makes them the ultimate opportunists, equally adept at bringing down their own prey or cleaning up the remains of a lion's kill, playing a vital role in keeping the ecosystem clean and healthy during times of stress. The leopard, the most elusive of Africa's big cats, uses the dry season's landscape to its advantage, blending seamlessly into the parched environment. A solitary and powerful hunter, it relies on stealth and ambush, moving with a grace and silence that belies its strength. The dense riverine forests that line the permanent channels provide perfect cover, while the large trees, such as sausage trees and jackalberries, serve as ideal vantage points and larders, essential for its survival. A leopard will often haul its kill high into the branches, keeping it safe from the hyenas and lions that patrol below, a strategy that ensures its hard-earned meal is not stolen. This arboreal lifestyle allows it to operate discreetly, a silent, deadly force that thrives in the shadows of the drying delta, a master of its domain. The dry season also highlights the plight of the critically endangered black rhinoceros, a symbol of resilience and strength. These magnificent browsers, with their prehensile upper lips adapted for plucking leaves and twigs, were once widespread but have been decimated by poaching, their numbers now a shadow of what they once were. Today they survive in heavily protected sanctuaries like the Moremi Game Reserve, a core part of the delta, where their presence is a testament to the delicate balance of nature. As they move through the thickets, they help to shape the vegetation, creating pathways and clearings that benefit other species, proving that even in small numbers, their role in the ecosystem remains profoundly important, a keystone in the intricate web of life. The Okavango Delta is a world of astonishing contrasts, a vibrant oasis cradled by the vast, unforgiving expanse of the Kalahari Desert. Here the forces of nature collide, shaping a landscape where survival is a daily test and adaptation is the key to life. Spanning over 900,000 square kilometers, the Kalahari is not a true desert of endless sand dunes, but a semi-arid savanna, a land of ancient fossilized riverbeds and resilient vegetation. Its parched soils and sparse grasses are a stark contrast to the lush waterways of the delta. The Kalahari's name, derived from the Swana word kalagadi, means the great thirst, a fitting description for a region defined by its lack of surface water and wild temperature swings. Daytime heat can soar above 45 degrees Celsius, baking the earth and driving all but the hardiest creatures underground or into shade. As the sun sets, the heat vanishes, replaced by a biting cold that can plunge towards freezing. These extremes test every living thing, demanding ingenious strategies for survival. On the edge of the delta lies the Makgadigadi Pan, one of the largest salt flats on Earth. For most of the year it is a blinding, white wasteland, its cracked surface stretching to the horizon, seemingly devoid of life. The pan's surface shimmers with mirages, and the air is heavy with silence. Yet beneath this apparent lifelessness, seeds and dormant creatures await the return of water. When the summer rains finally arrive, the transformation is nothing short of miraculous. Water pools across the salt flats, awakening a hidden world. Tens of thousands of migratory water birds descend, including vast flocks of greater and lesser flamingos. They gather to breed in the nutrient-rich waters, painting the landscape with a breathtaking spectacle of pink and white. Beyond the pans, the Kalahari's xeric savanna is a tapestry of rolling red sand dunes, stabilized by tough grasses, thorny shrubs, and acacia trees. Here, the struggle for water shapes every aspect of life. Wildlife in this realm of extremes have evolved remarkable adaptations. Some, like the sandgrouse, fly vast distances to find water, carrying droplets back to their chicks in their feathers. Others, like the aardvark, emerge only at night to dig for termites, conserving precious moisture. The gemsbok, or oryx, is a master of desert survival. It can raise its body temperature to avoid sweating and obtains nearly all its moisture from the roots and tubers it eats, thriving where few others can. Meerkats form tight-knit colonies, digging elaborate burrows to escape the searing heat and freezing nights. The brown hyena, a solitary wanderer, roams the darkness, covering vast distances in search of food and water, guided by an acute sense of smell. The Okavango Delta and the Kalahari are bound together by ancient rhythms. The delta's life-giving waters spill into the desert, creating a shifting boundary between abundance and scarcity. During the dry season, herds of antelope, elephants and other animals journey from the parched Kalahari to the delta's lush floodplains, drawn by the promise of water and fresh grazing. When the rains return, the desert blooms. Great herds of zebra and wildebeest embark on epic migrations, moving from the delta's edge onto the newly green pans, following the scent of rain and the flush of new grass. This ancient migratory dance connects oasis and desert, predator and prey, water and dust. In this realm of extremes, every creature is shaped by the relentless forces of drought and flood, heat and cold, scarcity and abundance. Here, life is a testament to resilience, adaptation and the enduring power of nature's cycles. The Okavango Delta, a shimmering oasis in the heart of southern Africa, appears untouched and eternal from above. Yet beneath its tranquil surface, this paradise is under siege from a multitude of relentless environmental pressures that threaten to unravel the delicate web of life it supports. The most pervasive threat is climate change, which manifests in the form of prolonged droughts, unpredictable rainfall, and searing heat waves. The once reliable seasonal floods, fed by distant rains in the Angolan highlands, now arrive erratically, sometimes too late or too little to sustain the delta's intricate cycles. As rainfall diminishes and temperatures rise, the delta's lifeblood, its water, slowly vanishes. Over 95% of the water is already lost to evaporation and transpiration, and even the smallest shift in this fragile balance can trigger a cascade of ecological consequences. As water becomes scarce, animals are forced to congregate around the few remaining pools, intensifying competition and stress. Elephants, hippos, and antelope jostle for access, while predators lurk nearby, drawn by the vulnerability of their prey. Crocodiles bask on the exposed mudbanks, waiting for the desperate to approach. Migratory herds, such as wildebeest and zebra, wander ever farther in search of water and grazing, their ancient routes disrupted by the shifting landscape. Many collapse from exhaustion or fall prey to opportunistic predators, while scavengers circle overhead, sensing the growing toll. Predators, too, are affected. Lions and leopards, their territories shrinking, are forced into closer proximity with rivals and prey alike. The struggle for survival intensifies, and the balance between hunter and hunted grows ever more precarious. As the wetlands shrink, the intricate network of channels and floodplains that once guided migrations and nourished countless species begins to fragment. Animal trails fade into the dust, and isolated pockets of life become ever more vulnerable to the harshness of the dry season. The delta's famed biodiversity is at risk. Birds abandon their nesting sites as water recedes, fish become trapped in isolated pools, and amphibians burrow deep into the mud, waiting for the rains that may never come. The lush reed beds and papyrus thickets, once teeming with life, wither and brown under the relentless sun. The entire ecosystem teeters on the edge. The contrast between lush and arid zones grows starker, and the once vast floodplains contract, forcing wildlife into ever smaller refuges. The rhythm of life, so long dictated by the rise and fall of the waters, is thrown into disarray. In the fading light, the delta's survivors cling to what remains. Dragonflies hover over shallow pools, frogs call out in the twilight, and the silhouettes of elephants and antelope are etched against the setting sun. The Okavango Delta, a paradise forged by water, now faces a future shaped by scarcity and uncertainty. The pressures of climate change, shrinking water, and the relentless struggle for survival have created a crucible in which only the most adaptable will endure. The fate of this extraordinary wilderness now hangs in the balance, its future uncertain, its beauty and diversity more precious and more vulnerable than ever before. As the sun rises over the Okavango Delta, a new chapter unfolds. One written not by human hands, but by the enduring spirit of nature itself. Here, the land and water unite in a timeless dance, weaving together the destinies of countless creatures. The delta's future is shaped by the resilience and adaptability of its wild inhabitants, who have learned to thrive in a world of constant change. The Okavango River, flowing from distant highlands, brings life to the heart of the Kalahari. Its waters pulse with the promise of renewal, nourishing ancient floodplains and sustaining a vibrant web of life. Each season the river's journey is a testament to nature's persistence, carving new paths and restoring the land with every flood. The delta's wild architects, elephants, hippos and termites, shape the landscape in subtle yet profound ways. Elephants forge new channels through the reeds, opening waterways for fish and birds. Hippos carve deep pools, creating sanctuaries for aquatic life. Even the smallest creatures, like termites, build mounds that rise above the flood, offering refuge and new beginnings for plants and animals alike. In this living mosaic, every species plays a vital role. Herds of buffalo and zebra graze the floodplains, keeping grasses in check and fertilizing the soil. Predators like lions and wild dogs maintain the balance, ensuring that the strong survive and the ecosystem remains healthy. Nature's own conservation efforts are ceaseless. Migratory birds arrive with the rains, carrying seeds and nutrients from distant lands. Trees and reeds filter the water, purifying the delta and providing shelter for countless creatures. The cycles of flood and drought, birth and renewal are the heartbeat of this wild sanctuary. The Okavango's wildlife has learned to adapt to the rhythms of abundance and scarcity. Fish move with the rising waters, while antelope and elephants follow ancient migration routes to find food and safety. Even in the harshest dry seasons, life endures, waiting, watching, and preparing for the return of the floods. The delta's resilience is a beacon of hope. When droughts threaten, the land remembers the promise of rain. When fires sweep the plains, new growth soon follows, richer and more diverse than before. The Okavango is a living testament to the power of renewal and the strength found in unity. Wildlife corridors, shaped by generations of movement, allow herds to roam freely, connecting distant habitats and ensuring the survival of species. These ancient pathways are lifelines, linking the delta to the vast wilderness beyond. Elephants, zebras, and wildebeest journey across open plains, guided by memory and instinct. Their migrations restore the land, spreading seeds and nutrients and weaving together the fabric of the ecosystem. As barriers fall and ancient routes reopen, the delta's wildlife finds new hope. The freedom to move, to adapt, and to thrive is the greatest gift nature gives itself. The Okavango Delta is a sanctuary where life's resilience is celebrated in every sunrise, every migration, and every new generation born on its fertile plains. Here the future is written in the footprints of elephants, the songs of birds, and the gentle flow of the water across the land. The Delta's story is one of hope, of nature's ability to heal, to adapt, and to flourish against all odds. The Okavango's legacy is its wildness, its beauty, and its unbreakable spirit. As long as the river flows and the rains return, this oasis will endure, a beacon of hope for all life. The Delta stands as a living reminder that, even on the edge of survival, nature finds a way to persist and to inspire. In the Okavango, the harmony of life is a promise, a vision of what the world can be when nature is allowed to lead the way. The pulse of the Delta beats on, echoing through the ages, a song of hope and renewal for all who call this place home. The Okavango Delta, Oasis of Life, Edge of Death, and forever a sanctuary of hope. To get the 3S. As the sun dips below the horizon, the Okavango Delta transforms into a realm of shadows and whispers. Nightfall unveils a hidden world where the delta's nocturnal inhabitants awaken, each adapted for survival in the darkness. Under the cover of night, these creatures reveal their secrets, behaviors and strategies honed by evolution to thrive in the moonlit wilderness. In this silent symphony, the senses of nocturnal animals come alive. Bats, the masters of echolocation, navigate the inky sky with precision, emitting high-frequency sounds that bounce off objects, painting an auditory map of their surroundings. With their keen hearing, they can detect the faintest rustle of insect wings, ensuring a successful hunt. On the ground, the African civet prowls with remarkable stealth. Its acute sense of smell guides it to hidden prey, while its large eyes, adapted for low light, catch the slightest movements. The civet's nocturnal forays are a testament to the fine-tuned balance of predator and prey. The delta's owls, with their silent flight, are the phantoms of the night. Their specialized feathers muffle the sound of their wings, allowing them to swoop down on unsuspecting rodents with deadly accuracy. Their exceptional night vision and acute hearing make them formidable hunters in the darkness. In the waters of the delta, the African clawless otter emerges, its whiskers detecting vibrations in the water. These sensitive whiskers help the otter locate fish and crustaceans, navigating the murky depths with ease. The otter's nocturnal activities are a dance of agility and precision, a testament to its mastery of the aquatic realm. Meanwhile, the elusive aardvark roams the savannah, its powerful claws digging into termite mounds. The aardvark's nocturnal habits protect it from the heat of the day, and its long, sticky tongue is perfectly adapted to extract termites from deep within their earthen fortresses. As the night deepens, the delta's nightlife intensifies. The bush baby, with its large reflective eyes, leaps from tree to tree, foraging for insects and fruits. Its keen sense of hearing and extraordinary agility allow it to navigate the treetops with ease, making the most of the nocturnal hours. The delta's predators, such as the leopard, are at their peak under the cloak of darkness. With their camouflaged coats and silent movements, they blend seamlessly into the night. The leopard's acute senses and stealthy approach make it a formidable hunter, capable of taking down prey much larger than itself. In this nocturnal world, every creature plays a vital role in the delicate balance of the ecosystem. From the smallest insects to the apex predators, each has adapted to the challenges of the night, creating a complex web of interactions that sustain the delta's biodiversity. As dawn approaches, the nocturnal creatures retreat to their hidden sanctuaries, leaving behind a landscape that will soon be bathed in the golden light of day. Their secret lives, filled with intrigue and survival, remain a testament to the resilience and adaptability of the Okavango Delta's inhabitants. In the quiet moments before sunrise, the delta holds its breath, ready to reveal its daytime splendor, but for now the secrets of the night remain, a hidden chapter in the ever-unfolding story of this magnificent wilderness. The Okavango Delta, where the night is alive with mystery and every shadow holds a tale of survival. Gap 3S. Beneath the surface of the Okavango Delta's glistening waters lies an unseen universe, teeming with life so small it escapes the naked eye. This hidden microcosm is the foundation of the delta's extraordinary biodiversity, where countless microscopic and minuscule creatures shape the destiny of the entire ecosystem. Within each droplet, a vibrant drama unfolds. Phytoplankton, tiny plant-like organisms, float near the water's surface, harnessing sunlight and transforming it into energy through photosynthesis. These microscopic powerhouses are the primary producers, forming the base of the aquatic food web and releasing vital oxygen into the water. Drifting alongside them are zooplankton, minuscule animals such as copepods, rotifers, and water fleas. These creatures graze upon the phytoplankton, converting plant energy into nourishment for larger organisms. Their constant movement and feeding help cycle nutrients, ensuring that the delta's waters remain rich and fertile. In the tangle of submerged vegetation, insect larvae, dragonflies, mosquitoes, and mayflies begin their lives as aquatic nymphs. They hunt, feed, and grow, providing a crucial food source for small fish and amphibians. Some, like the predatory diving beetle larvae, are voracious hunters themselves, preying upon even smaller inhabitants in this watery world. Among the silt and detritus, worms and tiny crustaceans burrow and scavenge, breaking down organic matter. Their relentless work recycles nutrients, maintaining the health of the delta's sediments and supporting the growth of aquatic plants. Small fish, such as killifish and minnows, dart through the shallows, feeding on plankton and insect larvae. Their presence attracts larger fish, linking the microscopic world to the more visible inhabitants of the delta. Even the delicate freshwater shrimp play a role, grazing on algae and cleaning detritus from the water. Each interaction, from the invisible phytoplankton to the nimble minnows, forms a vital thread in the delta's intricate web of life. Predation, competition, and cooperation ripple through the water, sustaining not just the microcosm but the entire ecosystem above. In the quiet depths where sunlight filters in dappled patterns and currents swirl, the smallest lives have the greatest impact. Their unseen efforts underpin the abundance and resilience of the Okavango Delta, reminding us that even the tiniest creatures can shape the fate of a wilderness. Dawn breaks over the Okavango Delta, and the air fills with a tapestry of sound, a symphony conducted by the countless birds that call this place home. From the reed-fringed channels to the sun-dappled floodplains, every corner of the delta resonates with their songs and calls, each note woven into the fabric of the wilderness. In the towering papyrus stands the haunting cry of the African fish-eagle echoes across the water, a clarion call that signals both territory and presence. Hidden among the lilies, the painted reed frog's chorus is joined by the liquid notes of the malachite kingfisher, its brilliant plumage flashing like a gem as it darts after prey. Overhead, flocks of open-billed storks wheel and glide in perfect synchrony, their long bills clattering as they settle into communal roosts at dusk. The weaver birds, masters of construction, transform the trees into vibrant neighborhoods. With tireless precision, they weave intricate nests from blades of grass, each structure swaying gently in the breeze. Inside, eggs rest safely, watched over by vigilant parents. Along the riverbanks, jacanas, delicate as water lilies, tiptoe across floating vegetation, their elongated toes barely leaving a ripple as they search for insects. As the seasons shift, the sky becomes a highway for travelers. Carmine bee-eaters arrive in dazzling flocks, painting the air with flashes of crimson and turquoise. They nest in sandy banks, carving tunnels where their young will hatch and grow. Wattled cranes, rare and regal, perform elegant courtship dances in the open wetlands. Their trumpeting calls a song of devotion and survival. At dusk, the chorus changes as nightjars and owls take up the melody. Pell's fishing owl, silent and elusive, glides low over the water, its deep hoots drifting into the darkness. Above, the stars appear and the delta's feathered residents settle into roosts, their day's music lingering in the cool night air. In the Okavango Delta, birds are not mere visitors, they are storytellers, architects and musicians. Their calls, migrations and nesting rituals create an ever-changing masterpiece, a living symphony that celebrates the abundance and wonder of this wild sanctuary. As the sun rises and sets over the Okavango Delta, it marks the rhythm of a grand ballet, the dance of the seasons. Here time is measured not by human calendars, but by the pulse of nature itself. Each year the delta undergoes a miraculous transformation, driven by the ebb and flow of water. The floodwaters, born in the distant Angolan highlands, journey over 1,000 kilometers to spill into this vast basin. The arrival of the flood is the delta's heartbeat, bringing life to the arid landscape. In the wet season, the delta is a blue-green paradise with water spreading like veins through the land. The The plains are lush and teeming with life. Papyrus and reeds grow tall, forming dense walls of green. Water lilies bloom, their delicate petals opening to the sun. Fish swim freely through the clear channels, while hippos and crocodiles patrol the depths. The flora adapts in harmony with the water. Trees like the African ebony and the sausage tree thrive on the floodplains, their roots soaking up the life-giving moisture. Grasses grow thick and high, providing shelter and food for countless herbivores. The landscape is a mosaic of habitats, each supporting a unique community of plants and animals. As the waters recede, the delta undergoes another transformation. The dry season tests the resilience of all who live here. The channels shrink, and the floodplains turn golden brown. Yet life persists. The flora adapts once again with hardy plants like the baobab storing water in their massive trunks. Termites build towering mounds, creating microhabitats that support an array of species. The fauna, too, must adapt to the changing conditions. Elephants dig for water in dry riverbeds, using their tusks as tools. Antelope and buffalo migrate to find the remaining water sources, followed by predators like lions and hyenas. Birds take to the skies, their migratory patterns synchronized with the seasons. In this ever-changing landscape, every creature plays a role. The floodwaters bring nutrients that enrich the soil, supporting plant growth. Plants provide food and shelter for herbivores, which in turn sustain predators. Even in death, fallen trees and decaying animals return nutrients to the earth, completing the cycle of life. The dance of the seasons in the Okavango Delta is a testament to the interconnectedness of all life. It is a delicate balance, a symphony of adaptation and survival where every movement is choreographed by nature. Here, amidst the ebb and flow, the flora and fauna thrive, creating a living masterpiece that celebrates the beauty and resilience of the natural world. Beneath the reeds and grasses, where sunlight filters through a green labyrinth, lies a world often overlooked, the hidden realm of insects. In the Okavango Delta, these tiny creatures are the silent engineers and unsung heroes, shaping the ecosystem in ways both subtle and profound. Beetles scurry across the damp earth, their armoured bodies glinting in the dappled light. Some are scavengers, feasting on decaying matter and recycling vital nutrients back into the soil. Others are predators, lying in wait for unsuspecting prey, keeping populations in check. Dragonflies with gossamer wings and jewel-toned bodies patrol the waterways like aerial acrobats. Their larvae, fierce hunters in miniature, lurk beneath the surface, preying on mosquito larvae and other small aquatic life. In turn, they become a crucial food source for fish and birds, their brief lives entwined in the web of the delta. Termites are the architects of the floodplains. Working tirelessly, they build towering mounds that rise above the grasses. Inside, a labyrinth of tunnels regulates temperature and humidity, providing a haven for the colony. These mounds become microhabitats, offering shelter to reptiles, birds, and even small mammals during the harsh dry season. Ants form bustling superhighways along fallen branches and under rocks. Some species farm aphids, tending to their herds and feeding on the sweet honeydew they produce. Others are fierce defenders, forming living bridges to cross water or protect their nests from invaders. Butterflies and moths add a splash of color to the delta, their delicate wings carrying them from flower to flower. As pollinators, they ensure the survival of countless plant species, creating a chain of life that stretches across the landscape. Each insect, no matter how small, plays a vital role. Dung beetles roll their precious cargo across the plains, burying it underground and enriching the soil. Praying mantises blend seamlessly into the foliage, their patience rewarded with a sudden strike. Stick insects vanish among the twigs, masters of camouflage in a world teeming with hungry eyes. In the Okavango Delta, insects are more than background players. They are the foundation upon which all life depends. Their tireless work supports the plants, feeds the animals, and keeps the delicate balance of the ecosystem intact. In this hidden world, every flutter, crawl, and buzz is a testament to nature's ingenuity and the interconnectedness of all life.